finches. So send those suggestions in too, and we'll read them out later on, hopefully. Now, our wildlife cameras have been absolutely sensational. We've had, well, we saw earlier on, we've got 9 live this morning. Here's a little section here. Now, the top right and the bottom left there, I hope that's how the viewers are seeing them at home anyway. That's how we're seeing them here in our studio. They belong to somebody very special, a huge friend of Big Garden Birdwatch and the RSPB. Kate McRae, are you there, Kate?
Indeed, good morning.
Hello, there you are. Fantastic.
Hello.
Oh, great to see you. And look at that setup. What is going on there, Kate?
Well, this is Wildlife Kate headquarters.
Look at
So this is my office.
That is sensational. So Kate.
it is a little.
Sorry, Kate.
here.
We've got a slight delay on the line, I think. So yeah, we're just going to basically ask you about that setup. I mean, we're really impressed because we've been watching probably 4 or 5 of your cameras over the last actually few weeks, because you've been really kind in kind of letting us use them over the last few weeks. But how does that all work there? What is your setup like?
Okay, so the main setup is that all my cameras here in my own garden all live stream and are cabled back into my office here. So you can see my cameras up on this screen here. That's just a small selection. So those are all wired back into my PC. And then some of the others you can see are ones I've set up elsewhere. So at a site in Worcestershire, which I call UView. So I manage that site for wildlife. Those I can pull those feeds into here, or I can pick them up via the internet. And then the screen over the far side there that you can just see the long-tailed tits have just appeared on that big fat bar. That's a PTZ camera, pan, tilt, zoom. So I'm accessing that camera directly on that PC, which means I can move it around and zoom in. So sometimes when you're watching my cameras, you may see the camera move and then zoom in. So that's me controlling that. So basically I can access everything I've set up in various different ways via my office here.
And say through the magic of technology as well, we can cut to one of your cams live, I believe, to show everybody at home. Are we able to do that? I'm probably confusing our production team by... No, this is... See, look at that. Easy. Absolutely easy. So this is live. So where is this camera, Kate? This is the fat
this
block.
Camera is literally up the far end of my garden.
Wow.
So only probably a couple of 100 metres from where I'm sitting now. So I try and set them up in areas that look nice in terms of the background and that are good in terms of access for the birds. And obviously you want them to look good on the camera as well. So there's a lot behind the scenes, as all your guys will well know, to get the cameras to look as good as they can when they're live streaming.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, we also saw another one of your cameras. Bottom right there, Samuel.
Bottom left. We've got the tawny owl camera as well. If we can go to that one. So this one's, I mean, it's just stunning. It's just been snoozing there, hasn't it, all morning? Can you tell us about this one, Kate?
Well, this has to be one of my favourites, obviously, and I'm so pleased she was in there this morning. This is a Luco. And she's a tawny owl that is nesting at the site I manage in Worcestershire, and this will be her 4th year in this box. Her mate is called Strix, because Strix aluco is the Latin name for tawny owl. Nice. And as we get closer to breeding time, she gets to the point where she will start roosting in the box in the day. And for the last 3 years, she has laid her first egg at the beginning of March. So usually she starts to sit in the box usually around February time. So she's a little bit early this year, which may mean she's going to lay soon. But this camera live streams on my website. And last year, well, we got a huge following because people got really quite attached to her. But isn't she beautiful?
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely. I wonder if it's been kind of a strange winter so far. It's been quite mild and, it's only the last few days are a bit of an exception. I mean, obviously very stormy yesterday. Today it's kind of still and very cold here. Yeah. But we've been sitting in these seats for quite a while, shivering away. But yeah, that tawny owl could potentially, I guess, be tempted to lay early because of the very mild winter. Now one of the things that. Yeah. Now you mentioned there that you it built quite a following around that live cam, because we've seen that with our cameras on YouTube. It's built almost a community of people who've got kind of fascinated by the live cams. It really does that, Kate, and you've seen that, haven't you?
Absolutely, and that's, I think, what I love about doing this is, you can imagine, I spend a rather lot of time not only setting up these, but maintaining them, keeping the live streams going, and creating stories around them, because I'm ultimately about educating and pulling in an audience, possibly some people who may not have watched a wildlife camera before. And there's such a huge potential to enthuse and get people really excited about this wildlife that is right on our doorstep. Because only when people come to love it and understand it will they really, really want to care for it. And that's what I'm all about, educating people and enthusing them.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely spot on, Kate. And are we keen? Are we allowed to use your cameras for the rest of the day, that we can keep watching? We're live till 3 o'clock.
I think so. Feel free.
Absolutely phenomenal. No, well, we really, really do appreciate it, and they're adding, so much fantastic excitement to Big Garden Birdwatch, and so many people are enjoying it. So we really do appreciate all the energy and effort that you put into those cams. And remind us of your website, Kate.
www.wildlifekate.co.uk.
Absolutely perfect, and I'm pretty sure we can pop a link to that in the chat for everybody to find as well. So,
this is for Chris. Chris always goes on about cake. Come on, Chris, you need to make your own. Here's my Big Garden Birdwatch cake.
Anybody
is
phenomenal.
For a slice?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. We
said that a little bit too eagerly, I think, but that looks amazing, Kate.
Oh, fantastic effort! And you've got your Big Garden Birdwatch mug, I can see as well. There, we've all got our mugs. So fantastic! Look at that. Nice.
There we go.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, Kate. And thank you very much again.
And enjoy Big Garden Birdwatch.
Indeed.